Hello, Internet, and welcome back, finally, to Neon Souls. Thanks for joining us tonight. This lovely Friday evening. We're here to play some more Cypher System in our Cyberpunk game. If you aren't familiar with the show, I wouldn't blame you because we haven't been here in like a month. It's been a while. We have a lot of other things going on, and it's been. God damn it, Sid. Knew that was coming. We've had a lot of stuff going on, and unfortunately, our schedule's been all over the place. But we appreciate hanging in with us, especially as we're gearing to wrap up our season 2 here of Neon Souls and move on to bigger and wilder things. But first, announcements, channel stuff, what we've got going on here this week at GGK. If you like what you see here today, we will have another stream tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern Time. That will be Saturday night's Mistborn, where we're playing the Mistborn RPG. I run that one as well. It's based on the novels by Brandon Sanderson, and it's a lot of fun. So come hang out for that tomorrow afternoon. Otherwise, our schedule next week is going to be pretty much the same up until through Sunday and Tuesday with Thursday's Children and Tabletop Tuesdays. And then I think we're going to have some dark days on later in the week with people traveling and stuff, but we'll keep you apprised of the situation there. We will not have a session of Neon Souls next week, so we'll be back in 2 weeks for our next one after this. We're getting back to a normal schedule just in time for the holidays, everyone, so just bear with us. I don't have anything else. Check out our merch store if you want to buy any GGK swag. I am not. Is anyone repping? Oh, thank you, Sid. I can always count on you to have some piece of merch handy. We have all sorts of fun stuff there at the store. T-shirts, tank tops, mugs with all sorts of logos. One of them featuring a mantra, a bit that was began right here on this program of the Gubba Bumps shrimp farm, hallucinogenic shrimp farm. If you'd like to buy that on a t-shirt, I think a lot of us have, and it looks really cool. Savannah made it, so check it out. It supports the channel. I don't have any other announcements or anything, so I'm gonna let these fools introduce themselves, talk about who they are, what else they do, and who they're playing here tonight, starting with Morgan.
Hi, I'm Morgan, also known as Imaginatrix online. I'm a cosplayer mainly, and you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, all that under Imaginatrix. And tonight I am playing Clarity, who is a creative hacker who works the system with technology.
I go next. Hello. I'm Savvy. I'm at Savvy Seaworth on the internets, mostly on Twitter, where you can find my streaming schedule pinned to the top of my page. I am here most weeks when we're not traveling or being sick or myriad other things. Thursdays through Sundays, either playing in games or running in them. And I'm also on Sunday nights on twitch.tv/lbhackemup playing Dungeons and Dragons. But tonight I am playing Choke, who is a hardy merc who looks for trouble.
Yes, she do. Hey, I am Christina Sid. You can find me on the Twitters at Greek Sid, usually talking about all the fun stuff I'm doing on the internet, like the stuff I do here. I run a game on Thursdays, I'm here on Fridays, I'm here every other Saturday, I'm here on Sundays, and I'm over on twitch.tv/InfiniteRP on Mondays. It's a lot of stuff, but not doing any of that right now. Right now, tonight, I am playing Impulse. I did my predictive text. This one's a little more esoteric this evening. It is Impulse is a charming hustler who leads a lot of people on their way back toward their own love. And that's sweet. Yeah, thanks, predictive text.
No, it sounds like she's leading a bunch of people on.
To their own love. That the love could be like, anything that they love. It doesn't have to be a person that they love. It could be a thing that they love. Their own loves. That's it.
Okay. Well, I'll go next. Hi, everybody. My name is Sam, also known on the internet as Snackaroni, like to snack. Um, I can be found on Twitter, Instagram, wherever. I'm mainly a cosplayer, but I am here on Friday nights playing Neon Souls. I am playing Chance, the clumsy biologist who does weird science and apparently forgets what he does tonight.
Oh, it's going to be a night. Hello, everyone. I'm Val at the Kraken's Crown on Twitter and Twitch. You can find me here Thursdays through Sundays playing and running games when I'm not sick and sometimes when I am. I do lots of things. I already talked about some of the games that I stream. Other than this game and the Mistborn game, I stream one other Siren Knights game called Siren Knights Star Power. We play Fate. And it is sort of a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure inspired game. So it's a lot of fun. Come hang out with us. But tonight, I will be the flexible GM who tolerates with creative flavor and loves hoodies. Y'all ready to get started? Alrighty. Let's get back into it while I try to remember what happened last time. Previously on Neon Souls, your group ended up in a rather treacherous situation as you had sought to finally take down a antagonist, a nemesis of your crew named Miss Scarlet. You found out at the moment of your triumph that you had been betrayed by a close ally of yours over the past year or so, Yule, who had brought you into the WRM organization, who had helped organize many of the steps you had taken to throwing off the corporate influences of New London. Turned out to be a double agent of sorts. You found out from her that the WRM had been secretly controlled or puppeted by Lunatech for some time now, a fact that she learned once becoming a member of the WRM herself and being headhunted, essentially, to assist in this matter. She offered you a choice to join Lunatech and keep the peace, in quotes, in New London. A offer that you turned down politely through death threats and other things that, frankly, I will not repeat on stream. And you were promptly attacked by the LSF as they swarmed the building that you had tracked Miss Scarlet down to. And you escaped through the help of Yule's brother, Zane, and looked for a safe place to go. This led to a chase through the streets of G-Sphere between towering megastructures, and as you were being pursued by the LSF carriers. You managed to escape through hacking and clever use of technology, camouflaging yourself and escaping your pursuit, not wanting to return back to your loft, given Yule's knowledge of it. You instead elected to go to a friend of Choke's. You went to a bar called the Panic Room, a rather disreputable joint in G-Sphere that is patroned by a woman named Faith. Faith gave you a place to stay temporarily, as long as you promised not to bring any further trouble to her doors, while you took a chance to plan what your next steps would be. You had a brief conversation. There were some intimate moments between several people as feelings were divulged some older, some newer. And you decided how you were going to rescue Swin. Impulse wanted to connect with Alco in a safe environment and asked Choke to drive her to Razor's shop where Alco was going to meet her. And the two left for a reunion between that couple. While Clarity did some hacking to learn the location of Swin. You were able to do this by hacking into Chuck's, I believe, datapad, and learned that he and likely Swin were in the LSF headquarters, or Lunatech headquarters, on floor 37 in the reprogramming division. I believe you also had a conversation, now I'm remembering it. You all had a conversation with Fake Blaze Unicorn at some point in this process.
Letting them know that we were gonna start this plan in place of making them the real one.
Yeah. What I call Phase Unicorn? No, Francis is his name. You, while you were doing this research and kind of beginning to come up with the groundwork for a plan, Impulse was able to meet with Alco, having a rather tender reunion, and talking about your plans for getting off station. Alco offering to find speak with a contact and find some off-station transport to the outer spheres, not wanting to go back to Earth, looking for other options on stations and outposts further out into the reaches of space. And that's where we're picking up here today. So, I'd like to start at Razor's. Impulse, you and Alco are still inside. Razor was outside, harassing Choke.
Naturally. Real quick though, shout out to Wally in chat for literally rolling like 2d6s to help me pick my wig and my outfit today. Love you, Wally. That's all. All right. Alco was gonna go chat with their contact, and we need to get back, I think. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so what are you doing, Impulse?
Probably parting ways. Give Alco another hug, and where are we gonna meet after this? Okay, sorry. I can get into character now.
So what's the plan?
We've let Francis know to be on standby. Now it is actually making the switch. And then he needs to get Swin out. Or help us get Swin out. If he could just get Swin out, that would be wonderful. But I doubt it's going to be that easy. So we'll work with Clarity on the switch first.
Okay. Well, I'll reach out and see if I can get something together soon. I assume we're talking about a matter of a day or two and not a few weeks.
If we could get the fuck out of here in the next 24 hours, I would not mind.
Right. Okay. I'll see what I can do. And he turns to lead you towards the door, which opens, and Razor comes back in, says, God, this voice, what I did. Oh, so you're leaving too then?
Leaving too?
Yeah. Your friend took off. Will she not tell you?
No. She was kind of my right. Look around. Is Choke on?
You look outside.
Choke!
In the distance, you can hear a motorcycle's engine retreating far away. And yeah, Choke and the bike are gone.
Call her on the data pad right now.
Choke, you hear a beeping in your ear as your data pad begins to go off, and Impulse is calling you.
Thinks about it
Do not-
for a long moment.
She's literally sitting there on the phone. If you let this go to voicemail, I swear to fucking God, if you let this go to voicemail.
I think on the last ring answers it.
Where are you going?
Got business to take care of.
Choke. We're gonna get her out. Please, can we need to do this together. You can't go by yourself. We have a plan.
Watch me. Hangs up.
Impulse lets off a slew of the worst swears, all of the bad ones, like all of them, in a big long line. All of them.
Even the space swears.
Even the space swears.
Everything okay?
Just going fucking Rambo. Ugh. I need to get back with the others. Can you give me a ride?
Yeah. Come on. Jogs across the street to his car. And the two of you go speeding off towards the panic room.
Messaging the others.
Choke. What are you doing?
Looking for trouble.
Okay.
How far away is Lunatic HQ?
You are 2 spheres away. So you're in G sphere right now. You'd have to move up to the through the I sphere, and then up to V sphere, where Lunatic HQ is located.
Then I'm going for a drive.
Yeah, you are. There are also a couple of security checkpoints along the way.
Mhm.
What's your strategy for those? Just blow through them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'll stop at the first one and see how that goes.
Okay. You
You guys encouraged me to get a lizard brain. I'm just saying.
Savvy woke up and chose violence today.
I chose violence at the end of the last session, but we didn't get to it.
You arrive at the first checkpoint, just at the outskirts of G-Sphere. There are a lot of big, like, cargo transports moving some more of the, like, industrial manufacturings to the more, like, economic division of I-Sphere, and you're kind of sitting between them in this line, kind of hovering closer and closer until you reach the guard station, where you're brought to a stop. There's a like a security perimeter in front of you, this like light screen sort of thing that is in a vibrant red color, and one of the LSF officer who's manning this lane of the checkpoint steps up, holds out a scanner for your data pad.
Okay.
Scans it. Doo-doo. There's a moment of pause. Kind of like looks back. You see somebody in like a security booth kind of like poke their head up for a second. And the officer turns back to you and says, we have something wrong with your credentials. Can you step to the side, please?
No.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to insist.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ignore you.
He begins to reach for the weapon on his hip.
Okay, I'll shoot him.
Okay.
No, I'll punch him. I won't shoot him. He's doing his job, and I feel bad about it.
Okay. Let's go ahead and roll an attack. We haven't had to do this in a while. I need to remember how to do it.
What did you think was gonna happen?
I thought you were gonna just drive through it. I
No.
think you were gonna attack the guard.
He started it.
Okay, I'm gonna put this at a. It's just a guard. Yeah, difficulty 3.
Okay. Do I wanna? Okay, well, for punching, I'm specialized.
Okay.
So, 1. And then I can do 1 level of effort for free. It might.
Okay.
So 0.
So 0. So you just do it. What damage does your punch do?
Well, I want to... No, I don't want to do that. I just want to punch him. I'm just kidding. It does... Shit, where'd it go? 6.
Okay. You punch the guard square in the face, cracking their. I assume this was with robot arm.
Why would I punch with a regular arm if I have a
That's-
robot one?
I don't know. It's a stupid
Could have used the
question.
rocket fist. That one does 15.
Yeah, you punch the guard, and his visor fractures, and or his helmet visor kind of fractures, and he just crumbles to the ground.
Can I snatch his datapad?
Sure.
I take it and drive off.
Who needs gun when you have rocket fist?
Okay, you grab this guard's datapad and you go tearing off through the security gate. As you as you move through the light screen, the gate, the like alarm begins to sound, and there's like a klaxon going off behind you as the station goes on alert. But you go tearing off through the tunnel, leading towards the next sector.
They're already after me. What do I care?
Fair. Okay. While this is happening with Choke, let's get back to the rest of the group. Choke is going on a high-speed chase. Impulse, you arrive, because the amount of time it would take Choke to get there, you've arrived at the bar again, and can go storming in.
She took off.
She what?
Who did
She's
what?
gone.
She's gone. She's headed toward headquarters.
Who are
We
we
had a-
talking about?
Choke.
Oh yeah. Wait, she's gone?
Yes, by herself.
But we had a plan. We had everything set up.
I would say tell that to Choke, but we saw how well that worked so far. She's pissed.
So are we gonna follow her?
We have to, or she's
Or-
gonna get herself fucking killed. And okay, we had the plan. We just need to put it in place, like right now, right?
Immediately.
Can we do that?
I mean, I don't see the difference between doing it now and doing it later.
Great. Can we? So that's the switchy of the credentials, right? Can we do that? Like
Yeah.
now?
Okay.
Okay, great. And then I'll call Francis and have him meet us there.
Okay.
Okay.
To be clear, how is, even though Francis is going to be the new Blaze Unicorn, how are we going to convince anyone that we're not supposed to be in jail?
I've been thinking about that.
Mm-hmm.
We might need disguises.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it has
Right.
we have to come up with disguises really fast. Like it can't be like a really long movie montage or anything like that, right?
Fair.
Let me see what I have in my bag. Impulse pulls out her fucking Mary Poppins clutch and sees, like, you know, what random wigs she's got stuffed in there for an emergency. And we're making this happen.
Oh my god.
Cue disguise montage.
Okay, some very hasty disguises get put into place. I'm gonna count this. So you've got a thing for like preparing or making a plan or
Yes.
something, right?
Yes, I
Impulse
do.
gives everyone an asset.
It absolutely does. Strategize. So having the plan in place, spend at least 10 minutes going over a plan of action. You all gain 1 free level of effort that can be applied to 1 task you attempt during the next 24 hours. So
Okay.
everyone
Spend
take
exactly 10 minutes doing this.
Everyone except for Choke can take that. That's why I'm gonna kind of adjudicate the disguising and planning and stuff that y'all are doing right now.
Okay.
So you're calling Francis?
Yep. I will wait until we have a confirmation that we've switched the credentials.
Yeah, I should do that.
Okay, so you're trying to switch everyone's credentials to something.
The main one is we're
I'm switching Blaze Unicorn's credentials with Francis's credentials.
Ah, right. Okay.
Although making our credentials into something innocuous real quick feels like a good idea if it's possible.
Yeah,
I would say that is probably more possible than switching the credentials. I'd say I'm going to impose the intrusion here that you are going to need the data pad of Blaze Unicorn to make this switch.
Oh, that's right. We also never the real Blaze Unicorn.
We have no idea who they are. Yes.
I
We assume
proposed that Chuck might know. That's what happened last session.
yes. Or that Chuck is.
Or that Chuck is, yeah.
Who the
Who
fuck
knows?
knows?
Don't worry, I'll find out.
Oh, great.
Well,
Thanks, Chuck.
I can switch the credentials as soon as I have the data pad of the real Blaze Unicorn.
And you get an XP for that. Give an XP to someone else. Not that you'll need any more XP.
I'll give an XP to...
You can give it a chance.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a chance for pointing that out last session, making my life more difficult.
That's what I do.
That's what I do.
Right. So if we can't switch his ours,
Something to fucking get us in the building at the very least.
make us
And-
all. You should switch all of our credentials with fake blazes.
I can do that.
But all the fake blazes actually look like Blaze Unicorn.
Doesn't matter. We just need to get in the building.
But someone might actually be looking at the credentials and go, "You're not Blaze Unicorn."
How would they know? Everyone knows
My
that
head.
he uses doubles.
My head really hurts right now.
That's fine. Do you need like an aspirin?
Yes.
I don't have any.
Great. I probably have some.
I can make one.
That would
Clarity's
be
in a mood
amazing.
today.
I told you this was a good energy to start the stream on. Pure chaos.
Pure, unfiltered, uncut chaos.
So you want to make everyone's credentials read as Blaze Unicorns.
Yes.
We're pulling a fucking Spartacus, is what you're saying.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm not going to make you roll for doing this. I think with
I
your
have
Hack the Impossible,
Mhm.
yes, your Hack
to
the
use
Impossible
it.
trait. I mean, you use it all the time. It's just because you can hack the impossible doesn't mean it's gonna work. But I'll say it's easy enough just to get in and like reprogram your own data pads to essentially scan and read as Blaze Unicorn. It's gonna be the selling it, if anyone asks. That's gonna be the difficulty. All right.
Okay.
All right.
So hopefully one of you is good at talking. Yeah, definitely choke. Who? So was that all the preparation? So you do that, switch the, make those switches there, disguise yourself. What is the nature of your disguise? You're trying to look more corporate, all of you? Trying
Yes.
to, okay.
Yes. So, mute down colors, pencil skirts, blazers, the whole sensible shoes. Impulse looks as if she's in pain while switching into them. That whole deal. Yeah.
Okay. You do this. Yes. Oh, sorry. I thought Chance was going to say something.
I'm putting it.
No, he just likes my glasses. That's all.
Oh, I didn't even see your glasses. Easy reading stuff. Okay. You all do this, and you come walking out of the of the bar like Reservoir Dogs.
What a timely cultural reference you've made.
Right?
I've never seen Reservoir Dogs. I don't
It's
understand.
so
this reference.
good.
Oh boy.
I'm now calling Impulse Fuchsia for the rest of the night.
I mean, of all the colors, that's fair.
I don't get it.
It's a Damn Wolves reference.
Yeah, I never saw that one.
You've never seen Damn Wolves? It's a great movie. Anyway, we should probably get going. Now's not the time for cinema.
Yeah.
All
let's
right.
go.
You all load into the into your fancy car, which your car matches this this whole setup very well, considering you still have the fancy doctor car. And go driving off towards the in the same direction as Choke, just a little bit behind. Choke, meanwhile, you are racing through this tunnel at breakneck speed, looking as you are kind of reaching the other side of it. You can see that same alarm is kind of going off on the like security station on the other side of the gate at the exit over there, and there's a small contingent of guards trying to put up some amount of like barrier on this side of the gate. There's a smaller LSF cruiser and a couple of guards kind of like the like hatch doors are open, and they have some weapons trained, and as the light is going off and these the alarm sirens are ringing, you see they're training their weapons in your direction.
Oh, not even gonna give me a chance, huh?
Huh?
I said not even gonna give me a chance, are they?
No. No, you did punch one of them and drive through the gate, and this is a corporate dystopian future.
They weren't there. They don't know. Okay. I would like to... So they're putting up... What kind of barricades am I looking at?
Not a physical barricade. They haven't like closed the they haven't like sealed the tunnel or anything. There's just more of like the barricade of them being present there and ready to shoot at you. There's like a single LSF cruiser and 3 guards that are have their weapons trained out the hatch of it.
Okay.
It's hovering in the air, like at the center of the tunnel.
Are they in the tunnel though?
Yes.
Cool. I want to take out my big gun
Okay.
and fire big blaster shots at the top of the tunnel above them and hope some chunks fall down on top of them.
Okay. So I'm going to propose something here, given the nature of the construction stuff here. This is a space station.
It's a really big gun.
No, it is. What I'm saying is, I don't know about debris falling in. I could see maybe a breach forming and them maybe getting pulled out.
I like that too.
Theoretically, depending on how big the breach is. I don't think, because this is the like, essentially you imagine New London. These is a section of 3 different sized orbs, like a big snowman almost, from the outside. So yeah, this is the kind of the like junctions, the struts.
Okay,
between
so it's like an
them.
outer wall.
Yes.
Okay, well then I'll do that.
Okay. All right. I don't know if this would be more of an attack or more of a bit of finesse. Yeah, I mean, we can roll this like an attack. Either way, the difficulty in here is not necessarily in like how hard you are shooting it. This is more of the like the placement of the shot to
Okay.
create this effect. So I'm gonna put this at a 5.
Okay. So trained in gun. So that's a 4. Have anything else? I think I have anything else. Just gonna check real quick. No. Okay. So 4 for gun. And I will spend some effort. So first one is free. So that's a 3.
Okay.
Money, 2, 1, 0. How many can I do? I can do 3. So that's 3, 2. So I can get down to a 1.
Okay. Go to roll.
Oh boy. That's 6.
You succeed. Okay. You, as you're streaking towards them, I think a couple of sort of wild shots come out from the blasters that they have trained on you, but given the speed you're moving at, the distance you're at, they're not the most accurate. You kind of weave to the side to avoid the blasts. You pull out your big blaster gun, kind of train on the handlebars and aim upwards, and it fires, striking the panel at the top of the tunnel and piercing straight through it. And there's a moment of pause before you kind of hear a creaking noise, and then see the panels kind of buckle outwards a bit, and then there's this like this incredibly loud kind of shrieking vacuum as the tunnel begins to depressurize. When this happens, as they are the closest to it, you immediately see, I'll say, two of the guards are immediately flung out of the back as the whole shuttle kind of careens through the air and tries to stabilize itself in now this moving like torrent of air, and they're immediately like pulled out into the vacuum of space. The cruiser kind of still maintains a bit of altitude. Its thrusters kick on. It's like its auto guidance system trying to maintain its current location. You at your current velocity or don't feel the effects as much, so you do kind of find yourself kind of trying to steer against it. At this point, though, as the tunnel's being depressurized, you do see a like two like bulwarks begin to slide closed at the exit of the tunnel, right about where the security where the LSF cruiser is.
Gun it.
I thought you already did that. You gun it straight towards. I'm going to offer you an intrusion. That you are, if you are going to make it out of this tunnel, you're gonna have to forego avoiding the blasts from the last officer who is still in the back of the shuttle. That they're gonna get a hit off on you.
Okay.
So you focus on speed, kind of turning to the side as you're in this kind of zero-G environment, and kind of aligning yourself with the closing doors. You're just about to get through, and you see the LSF officer who's kind of clinging to the inside of the shuttle as it is kind of shaking and trying to stabilize itself. Pulls out he still has his blaster trained on you, fires one lucky shot, which manages to strike you kind of right in the lower back, singeing a large hole through your leather jacket, as you're able to make it through the gates before they close. I'm going to give you 4 harm for that.
Okay. I have 1 armor.
Okay, so 3.
Okay.
But you are through. You hear some more sirens and shouting, but you have made it through the checkpoint and are sort of blasting out into iSphere on your way to the next checkpoint.
And I get XP.
And you get XP. You can give 1 XP to someone
And
else.
I give Impulse an XP because she's going to yell at me.
Appreciated. Thank you. And yes, you're absolutely right. She's going to yell at you a lot. Sid is so happy right now. Impulse is going to yell at you a lot.
This XP is specifically for Sid, not Impulse. For encouraging me to follow my dreams.
I love it.
The other 3 of you. Oh, are you taking anyone else with you on this plan? Because Ghost and Phoebus and Zane were still there at the bar.
How many?
Let's take all of them. Let's just all go.
Yeah. Let's take everybody.
Can I offer you an intrusion?
I don't want to leave them behind. What if we have to space escape and we can't go back for them?
Okay, listen. I will tell you that if you have to space escape, everyone that we're planning on being in season 3 is gonna make it there somehow.
A little
This
peek
is
behind the curtain into the writer's room.
but please don't make me play them
Okay.
through this entire.
The intrusion
Through
is
this
they can
entire
go,
combat.
but they have to wait in the car.
Yeah. Why don't we say that they are going to make the preparations, because I assume that you also want like Alfredo coming with you
Yeah.
and your shit
Yes.
in the loft, so maybe they go off on a super secret mission to get
Can they
your
maybe
stuff
go
from your apartment.
convince Razor that he should join the fray as well and come
Razor's
with us
coming
into
too,
space? Yes.
Yeah.
Our
We've already
technology
decided
officer.
on what the cast of our season 3 is going to be, and I can't change it now. They're already on the billing. So,
Of course.
yeah. Anyway, so the SAG would be very
Oh, you don't want to fuck with
upset
that
with me.
for real.
Yeah. So
Not
yeah,
now. Fran Drescher's the president.
Why isn't Fran Drescher an NPC in our game yet? We made
Can
so
you
many
do a Fran Drescher?
macho.
Can you do a Fran Drescher?
What's something that Fran would say?
I'm president of SAG now.
I mean, all I can remember from the
It's
nanny
just them
is
really like, I'm president of. No, I can't really get the the.
my
No, I
favorite
can't hit
line
the
from the nanny
nasally.
was, "All you did was pass out, puke, and pee in your pants." That's my favorite line from the nanny.
I don't think I could do a Fran.
All you did was pass out, puke, and pee in your pants.
There it goes.
I'll practice it. Anyway, so now that we've had that aside, the three of them will go to get your shit, so we don't have to have another a moving out montage. Y'all at the loft. Okay, so you all arrive at the same security checkpoint that Choke just went through a little while ago. However, there are like multiple stations here, as it's not just like a single tunnel going through. You do see a heavy guard presence at one of them. One that's been closed off, and there's like some like emergency vehicles over there. Clearly, there's been some commotion at one of these checkpoints, and you can only imagine who.
Imbles is trying not to smile because she's very angry, but she can't help herself. She smiles just a little bit.
You make it up to the checkpoint here, and they go to scan your data pad. I assume Impulse like leans out, and they open the window and scan it. And there's a moment like where it scans, and they look down, look up, look down. Yes, sir. Please, right away. Kind of like step back as the gate turns green, and you're able to drive through. Clearly very panicked. I was imagining it more as like just like the window goes down just a little bit, you hold it out, like very dark tinted, they have no idea who's on the other side. Now they're very scared they're gonna lose their job because they made Blaze Unicorn stop at a security checkpoint.
How
But yeah,
dare they?
you make it through unabated. As you arrive on the other side of the guard station in Icesphere, you continue along your way, and you can hear sirens in the distance, and can see a couple of LSF like cruisers go tearing off from one of the dispatch stations just on the other side of the bridge. Towards like the heart of the Icesphere Commerce District. You can only imagine Choke is currently fleeing from them right now. Speaking of which, Choke, you're just tearing ass through the city?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have you roll a sort of like a driving check for me.
Okay.
You trained in any driving skills?
Boy, I should be. Huh. No, I'm trying to running. And by that, I mean keeping this engine running at these high speeds.
Very close.
Not close enough?
No.
Damn it. Okay, I thought that was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
How about
You
intimidation?
got a chortle. Okay. Justify that for me.
I would be scared as fuck to follow me.
What do you do to sort of intimidate them? To
I
back
punch a
off?
guard in the face and drive through the first checkpoint. I shoot a hole in a space station so a bunch of them get sucked out and die. I take a bullet to the back and it only makes me drive faster.
You're very close. I think I just need one more thing.
I hit the nos.
The bite. I was gonna say the bite doesn't have nos, but I think Faith would definitely have
Does
space
at an
nos.
illegal biker bar? Don't have nos.
You're gonna make a check here. If you want to do like an intimidation-based roll with your driving, we can do that. I just wanted to get some sort of descriptor of how Choke drives angry.
Very fast, very loud, nosed up, ready to go. No rules, just right.
Okay. I'll let you apply intimidation.
Thanks. What is the number I'm trying to hit?
I don't know anymore. I don't know the rules. This is gonna be a. We're gonna put this at a 5 again.
Okay. So if I can do intimidation, it's 4.
Okay.
I don't think my weapons are helping me here. Oh boy. I don't think I should do lizard brain and driving at the same time.
That's your call.
I know. I'm trying to make
Lizards
one.
aren't notoriously good drivers.
Well, it's not like I have lizard hands. No, I'll just do the 1. So I'll make it a 4. What am I rolling? Speed?
Yeah. We'll do speed here.
I should don't do speed and drive also. So I can do 1 level of effort for free. Yeah, just 3. Oh, I was wrong. My effort's 4 now. I could have done another one on the last roll. Whoops. Well, I can do 1 for free, so that's a 3. Then I can do, how many points is it? 2, 1. How many points do I have? Does this feel like enough? Yeah, I'm gonna put it down to a 0 for cool driving.
Okay.
Because I kind of want to be able to put some distance between me and them.
All right. So no roll needed. At a 0. You kind of throttle the engine. I think maybe making some really like dangerous maneuvers in traffic, like driving in like against the flow and kind of weaving in and out.
I will ramp off
between
a car
vehicles.
if I have to.
Well, it's a hover bike, so you can't really ramp off of much.
Let me have fun.
Okay, you ramp off a car.
I'll hover over a car.
Yeah, well, I was kind of imagining like a lot of like twisting and like corkscrewing through the air and like
do a
moving
barrel
between
roll.
two vehicles and then like dropping straight down and going into a nosedive and then like pulling up just before you hit the bottom. Again, a lot of dangerous driving. That intimidates them, causes them to like back off as they're worried about like, well, they're not really worried about civilians because they're the LSF, but they're worried about themselves.
The optics of killing
you.
civilians.
Yeah, that true. I almost lost my headset.
That's how fast I'm going.
You cause quite a commotion. But if you would like to, I will say that you lose your pursuers.
Yes, please.
Okay. Just to know what the end goal here was.
Yeah, I want to get far enough. I want to have them back off some and get far enough ahead that I can lose them as I get close to Lunatic.
All right. So the LSF is on high alert here in Isphere right now, but you have managed to lose them for the moment. Those of you in the other car are kind of cruising through in regular traffic, not making a commotion, not being pursued by anything, but you see a heavy presence here that they're looking for.
And also
Choke.
a hole in the space station.
I'm just imagining like just we cut to Choke going just ham on the road, and then we just cut back to the car and all of us just sitting there like dead silent.
I think I'll offer another intrusion here. That choke as you're kind of like cruising through on street level, and those of you that are driving as well, like, you know, moving along with the main like flow of traffic and like the upper kind of skyways, you I think on most of like the major like broadcast like monitors are these huge like hollow projection screens that are kind of like in the middle of like the traffic sphere, and like these big cubes with displays on each side, and I think they go in kind of like there's like an emergency alert that comes over them cutting off whatever advertisement for Centaur energy drink and Mr. Convenience was currently playing, and you see like LSF bulletin, dangerous criminal, and you just see a picture. It's a little blurry, but it's of Choke on a motorcycle, currently, like as she was coming out of the tunnel into Sphere, and you see this like angry look on her face as she is gunning it through this like closing bulwark.
Of course, when we're about to literally leave this sector, we get all of this free publicity. Fucking hell. It's always the way. Do you know how easily I could leverage this into a movie package? It's not fair.
So no, I think it's terrible. They didn't even get a good photo of her arm.
No, they just got it like head on. It's blurry. Like you can't even see her lizard eyes. They missed all of the best parts.
They really did. It's not flattering at all.
Beggars can't be choosers, I suppose.
So as we enter this very serious situation where everyone is looking to arrest and or kill Choke right now, is there anything anybody wants to do?
Trying to come up with our story for when we get in there. So, are we a contingent of new Blaze body doubles who have come in for training? Or, I mean, that feels like the best option. It would also explain why we're looking for Chalk. So,
Oh, you're not wrong. Yeah, that could work.
just, we're all at our earliest level of entry into that program, seeing as we haven't all
Of
had our
course. Oh no, we know that all of
surgeries.
the Blaze body doubles all have immense amount of surgeries as it is. We're just very entry level.
Of course.
Possibly even interviewing.
I feel like to already have the credentials, we probably would have had to
You're
have
probably
been
right.
hired. So
It's been a long time since I've interviewed for a job. A long time.
I don't know that I ever have.
Yeah,
Anyway.
no, I've never interviewed for a job.
Have any of you ever had a job
Of course. Just
that
not
wasn't
us.
entrepreneurial?
No.
Mm-mm.
So you've never had to do taxes or fill out an I-9?
Very briefly when I was working for Catechism. But otherwise,
Wait, so
No.
taxes, do you have to do that every year?
Yes. Or at least you're supposed to.
legitimately speaking, yes. But I don't think any of us in this car, not you, Alcodir, any of the rest.
Oh,
of
is
us.
Alco with you right now? I thought Alco.
Where? I don't know. He was driving, so I don't know.
No,
Did we
he
just-
dropped you off at the
Okay, never mind.
panic room and
Never
went to
mind.
go
No,
do
no,
his thing.
He went to do his shit. Never mind. Then I guess just you. I don't think I've done a job in the past
Right.
10 years that was on the books
Well, in
necessarily.
that case, any job-related questions I'll handle.
Perfect.
I think we've got our plan, though. Ugh.
Okay.
Our,
Well-
wait, our plan is what?
We're just new hires. We're going in to speak to Chuck because we've just got hired to be new Blaze Unicorn,
Unicorn
body,
body
doubles.
doubles.
We haven't gone through
Ah.
surgeries yet, so that's why we look the way we do. But we have to talk to him.
That makes sense
Because-
to me.
Right. If they have any issues with anything we've said, we'll figure it out.
Oh, I'll just take care of it. Good.
Wow, the three of you brush up on your interview skills.
Where do
Sure.
we see ourselves in 5 years?
What's your biggest weakness? But don't say some bullshit like I work too hard or I'm too dedicated.
I'm a perfectionist.
It's too much.
Oh boy. As this happens, Choke, what is your plan on getting through the next gate now that everyone knows your face?
Well, there were only 2 gates I had to go through.
Yeah, this is the next one.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
The blockade was separate. Okay.
So this
I'm
is
gonna
the
go through it.
there's a tunnel that goes there's a checkpoint that goes from G sphere
I
to
misunderstood
I-sphere,
and thought the blockade they were setting up was at the next checkpoint.
Oh no.
I
no,
I
that was
got
the
you.
exit for the
No,
tunnel.
it's,
Yeah.
no, it's fine. It was just the other side of the tunnel. It's
Yeah.
fine. I have totally reasonable spatial reasoning in my head and can
Mhm.
imagine things just fine. I'm
So-
going to drive reasonably and pull up at the checkpoint.
Okay. You disguising yourself at all?
I put on my helmet.
Okay.
I assumed I was driving like a madwoman, so I had put on a helmet. Because we have those helmets.
I'll
put it
you
on.
do. I didn't. Okay. We'll assume
Choke
you
forgot.
had the helmet.
Let's be real.
Well, you were angry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll put the helmet on.
Put the helmet on as you approach the next checkpoint. Okay. You
Hold out.
drive up.
The data pad I stole.
I knew that's where this is going. You you arrive at the checkpoint. There's a heavier presence here as they're on the lookout for you. You hold out the data, but there's like a crowd of people going through. It's a lot of traffic. You hold out the data pad as the guard comes over to scan it. And scans it for a second, kind of begins to look away. I'm just gonna do another intrusion because they're fun to do, and the intrusion is gonna be. Oh, Officer Phil, is that you? I thought you were working today.
No, I actually got the afternoon off.
Change the accent.
Doesn't even change the accent.
Thought about it. Joke wouldn't.
He kind of looks over. You feeling all right?
Yeah, no, I caught a bit of a bit of a bug. It's made my mouth go all
Right.
funny.
All right, I'm gonna have you roll to attempt to deceive
Oh, no.
this this card.
Does this count as... Is this different than charm and or persuasion?
Because you have an inability in those, don't you? No, this isn't really different than charming
it's the
or
same.
persuading. It's very much the same.
Okay.
I would put this a difficulty at a 4 to begin with.
So
So
5.
5.
Shit.
Listen, I'm making everything come up before we say goodbye to the system.
Okay. Shit. I'm gonna end up having to roll. Okay. I've got nothing for this.
Just use Choke's substantial intellect pool to bring the difficulty down.
If you were to put a number on an intellect pool that
I'm
you would
looking at
call
the number.
substantial, what would you say it is?
Not the one you're working with.
Because I
You have 24, like Impulse, right?
I have 28 might, and I have minus. If you subtract 20 from that, that's how many intellect I have.
She's 8.
I have 8. I'm just gonna have to spend the points, I think. I can't
Okay.
reasonably... No! I've got it. Can I use an intrusion?
Yes.
Can I intrude upon your intrusion?
Sure.
I'll spend the XP you're gonna give me,
Okay.
and I'm gonna call in old friend.
Oh no.
And I would like an old friend of mine who had to retire from fighting because of an injury to now be working guard duty
Can we just make it the same card?
at this stop. Yeah, that's funnier.
So he goes. He goes.
Oh wait, so I recognize
Can-
him. So what's his name?
Liam.
Okay.
I think though he reckon. So he's wearing the helmet and stuff, so you can't see his face. But I think
Well, he can't see
you're
my
really,
face.
No, but you're really bad deception here. Kind of like
So
leans
bad.
over, says, "Choke? Is that Choke?"
No. If I say yes, are you gonna
God.
shoot me?
No, I'm not gonna. It's Liam.
Oh fuck. What are you working for LSF now?
It's a job. What are you doing? Your face is on every fucking display between here and Earth.
I was gonna make some comment about how that was an exaggeration, but it's not. Actually.
Yeah.
It's a really long story.
What happened to Jimmy?
Who's Jimmy? Do you mean
I
Phil?
don't remember the. I mean Phil. What name did I give my NPC?
Phil.
Fuck is Jimmy?
What happened to Phil?
His name's Phil Jimmy.
He's fine. He's got probably a concussion. But he's fine. I just borrowed this, I swear.
Fuck, Choke. Listen, I gotta let you through before somebody starts asking questions, but just don't shoot anybody between here and the other gate, okay?
Is there another gate? I already thought I was through the two I was supposed to go through.
The one you're gonna exit through on the other side. Can you
Oh.
not keep track of this? You've already done it before you blew up the other one.
You're the one that gave me the last concussion I had. I don't want to hear it.
He just hits a button and it kind of and it turns that green. The red light turns green. Just go.
I'll call you.
Please don't.
I'm really gonna now.
And you drive through. Do I need to add Liam to our kit list of NPCs? That's
No.
gonna come to see? Okay.
He can
All right.
stay.
Good.
I'm not attached to him.
All right.
God, that's my favorite
You drive-
intrusion ever. It's just, you have a friend here now.
I can't decide which one gets more aggravating, that or the spontaneous malfunction that half of you have.
Advantageous malfunction.
Yeah. Um, as Choke drives through the gate, your car kind of pulls up at one of the other ones, and I think you see a motorcycle figure go like driving through and entering one of the tunnels.
Is that? No.
Of course it is.
Did
I
they
do
let
the
her
speed
through?
limit.
They let her through.
Choke's resourceful.
Choke.
I'm not saying she's not resourceful. I'm saying they let her fucking through.
Let me put it this way. You can't throw a stone around here and not find someone that Choke hasn't worked with or I haven't fucked. So I'm just saying.
The second being substantially larger of the two groups.
I've got
No,
17 XP right now. You want to fucking throw down some NPCs?
I feel like they're pretty even, actually.
Because I'll take that bet.
I guess Impulse has kind of like leveled out in the recent year. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I'll pull
the
up
recent
Fantasy Name Generator right now.
6 months, maybe, but
Okay. You all get the same treatment going through, though. Scanned, freaked out guard, and you're allowed through the gate. Entering into Isphere, a much smaller district, everything kind of spaced out, with about a dozen of these tall, sort of gleaming superstructures, these like headquartered offices for some of the major businesses that operate out of New London. And at the center, on sort of a raised kind of platform, there's still the whole, I guess the whole sphere. Or the whole sector is still this massive sphere. However, the top portion of iSphere is translucent, is transparent, either some sort of composite that is that you can see, that light can penetrate, or a display of some kind. It's hard to tell. It's so advanced. Though you probably guess it's the latter of the two for safety. However, like piercing up towards that, the most immense of all these structures is the Lunatech corporate office, which almost seems to be like piercing towards the moon itself. You're
keeping track of where Francis is and when he's getting there.
Yeah, Francis is responding with text and said, my massage appointment's almost over. I'll be heading over in a moment.
Get, like individual words via text, all caps, get your ass here.
It's a 3-month wait for a appointment with Giselle. I really would rather not cut the appointment short. ... Typing. Stops typing. Typing. Stops typing. Fine. On my way. You begin your approach towards the Lunatech corporate office. I have no idea what y'all are. I know what the three in the car are about to do. What's Choke doing?
What is Choke
And why aren't
doing?
you all stopping her?
What are we supposed to do? It's Choke.
Why would
I
they?
don't
It's
know.
going really well.
If entire squads of LSF can't stop her, what the fuck are the three of us supposed to do?
That's fair. I'm half expecting her just to drive the bike straight through floor 37.
Well, now I can't do that because it's anticlimactic.
Would it be?
I am assuming there is some kind of security also around this building, and I can't just like drive right up to the front door.
Oh no, yeah.
Okay. What are we looking at? Got a wall? Got guard stations? Got
Oh
what
no.
am I-
They wouldn't sully the kind of
Oh, the architectural
landscaping
purity.
here. Yeah, with a
Sure.
wall. No, that's an earth thing. No, they have well, I guess Choke doesn't see a wall.
Perfect.
And that's all Choke sees is not a wall or any visible defenses between here and there.
Is this an intrusion?
I don't think it's an intrusion. I think it's just reality
Are
of
there
Choke just going
guards?
ahead. I'll tell you what you do see. So up as you approach the LSF offices, there is like a mega structure like underneath, like a parking structure like underneath the building, so you can see like vehicles kind of skimming like near, like kind of following a road essentially that kind of serpentines up through the through like the manicured, albeit fake, grass landscaping, like a cobblestone road almost that kind of winds up to the front of the building, and there is like a kind of like a tunnel leading down underneath it. You can see some of the cars like gliding down into where the parking would be for the LSF offices.
Is there guest parking?
Probably at the lower levels of the structure, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna drive in and park.
Okay. So you follow the road and like do a reasonable thing. Okay. You follow the road leading up to the parking structure. As you reach the entrance, there is a guard station there too. Not LSF, but like a wearing like a black uniform with the lunatic like crest on the side of it. Very like almost like butler-esque in their appearance. Standing in a very regimented procedure or posture. You drive towards this attendant who looks at your motorcycle. Probably don't deal with a lot of it. Doesn't seem to break a their kind of very stoic expression doesn't seem to change. And they say, "Good evening. Your business at Lunatic."
I had two ideas at the same time. Yeah, I'm here to see Chuck. New security transfer.
One moment, please. And he just kind of stands there staring at you for a moment. And then he stops and says, and then he kind of blinks. Mr. Kulo will see you now. If you would step off the bike, and the elevators will be up and on your right.
Thank you very much. Am I supposed to tip you? I never know.
No. No, that's not necessary, ma'am.
I know it's not necessary, but... You know what? Never mind.
Doesn't break a smile as you walk away.
Fucking androids.
However, you do see walks over to the bike, like holds up a hand towards it, and the bike kind of vroom, and begins to hover like on autopilot down into the parking structure below.
That's so cool. Okay. I'm gonna get in the elevator.
Choke. You get into the elevator. There are no buttons on the elevator.
Fine, I wouldn't know which one to
it's
push.
Kind of this pure white, kind of luminous, like sheen, like sort of like a essentially cylinder around you, like closes, leaving it like seamless. You can't even see the gaps of where the door was as it begins to and hover upwards as you ascend into the Lunatech corporate offices. There is a brief like pause and some like light like orchestral music playing over an unseen speaker as the elevator moves, but without any like noticeable feeling to you. And finally,
Choke is the sole survivor in the Institute right now.
yeah, essentially.
From Fallout 4.
Yeah.
I can spoil that game, right? It's been out long enough.
Yeah, it's been like 4 years. You reach the point where you can kind of feel the elevator slowing a bit. The music fades out, and the door opens. And in front of you is a... Well, you see Chuck standing at the elevator, waiting for you. And immediately behind him is a 8-foot tall, black, matte-plated war droid with the Lunatech logo across, just reading Lunatech across the chest. It just immediately points its weapons in your direction.
So I take it you didn't get my calendar invite.
Oh god, I forgot what his voice sounds like. It's been so long.
Hot.
Not
No,
quite
I
as
think
grapply as Alco.
Like,
No, I think that managed to slip my mind.
So, you want to show me to your office?
Please, this way. Points down the hall.
I'll go.
You go. And as you follow Chuck, and you hear behind you, as the war droid walks behind you. Back to the others. This has gone so many directions that I wasn't expecting. I wasn't getting after everything that happened.
Told you I had
That
a
Chuck would
plan.
just casually walk inside.
I told you I had a plan. I just didn't know it would work.
By the way, I guess I didn't like. How armed is Choke right now?
To the teeth.
Okay.
Every
She's
gun.
Okay,
Every gun.
that's fair.
Not that she needs to be.
The rest of you,
Fist has rockets in it.
we will cut to you arriving at the parking structure, to the same service android that you that Choke just had her encounter with. Holds up a hand as your vehicle comes to a stop. Please state your business at Lunatech this evening.
We are newly hired. We are here to see the head of security for our appointment.
Your names, please.
Can I, while this is happening, quickly hack in and put our names into an appointment?
You can
You're
try.
just gonna hack
yeah.
into a Calendly right now, just like okay.
Yeah.
See, we are on the list.
I have hacked the impossible.
You do, but so you can hack this. You are able to hack this.
It's
even
impossible
though it
because
is.
Outlook hasn't existed in 200 years.
Oh, yeah. But this is a level of difficulty here in the speed it is going to take you to hack in at this moment to get that in there before this android is able to raise an alarm.
Morgan looks like she's about to breathe fire and melt your face.
Every time I make her roll for something, this is a tabletop game. You
But
roll
I
for
have
things.
hacked the impossible.
I need you
Impulse
to roll,
will-
please.
Can Impulse help by like
Yes.
stalling?
This could also be part of the plan. You could use your plan thing too, but yeah, you
I
can
want to
also
save
help
that.
Impulse. And yeah, Impulse can assist here. By
Well, I'm specialized in many things.
okay, difficulty here is going to be a 6.
So I'm specialized. So that brings it down to a 4.
Mm-hmm.
I have an
Impulse
impulse.
Impulse is gonna stall, basically. That's how she's helping in
So
this.
and then I have, let's see.
You're down to 2.
Let's see. I forget. There it is. Do I have anything else? I do have my risk computer, which is an asset for most knowledge-based tasks. I don't know if that counts. I can never remember.
Oh, can 2 people help, or is only one person able to help?
I think you can benefit from up to 2 assets for any
Cool.
roll.
I have a special ability called Improvise, which is also I'm gonna stall. But it says when you perform a task in which you are not trained, you can improvise to gain an asset on the task. The task might be a tool you can cobble together, a sudden insight into overcoming a problem, or a rush of dumb luck, or whatever. So I'm also going to pretend to be someone I'm not, and I'm not trained at that.
Okay, so couple things happening here then. Impulse is trying to stall. Chance, what are you saying?
I'm
Answer this
going to
question.
be as Blaze Unicorn as I can.
Please demonstrate.
Okay. So he talks to the android and says, I was under the impression that we would just be able to walk upstairs. Is that not who we are now?
Yes, of course. You see, you have to understand. This entire process has been rather backwards. We've already received our
It's
credentials.
been
We assume-
absolutely off the wall. I just want to get this started so that we can seem like, you know, the people that we're supposed to be representing. We have an
Off
image to
the
put out.
wall. Is off the wall appropriate? I feel like there might be a better term. Well, more Blaze
There
term.
might be a more Blaze term.
Ludicrous.
This is
Ludicrous. seems more
ludicrous.
appropriate. Ludicrous. Yes.
Lacking panache, no pizzazz, the
Yes.
worst, the absolute worst, to put it shortly.
Mhm.
I think they bought enough time there. So, what did you have it down to, Clarity?
Well, now it's 2.
Okay.
I guess I'll just roll with it 2.
Well, no, it was
Okay.
1 because it was 2 after your stuff, and then Impulse helping, and then
I thought it was
Chance's
a
helping.
6, so it was specialized, and I had 2 assets.
6. She brought
Well,
it
but
to a
I
4.
give 2 because I have a special move, and then you get 1 more
Wait.
from
I thought I could only have 2 assets on a task, though.
my asset gives you 2.
Yeah, so her
Oh.
asset counts for
Mhm.
more. Yeah. So yeah, you're at a.
You're at
One.
1.
Okay, I'll roll with that. I got 12. I don't think we rolled a natural 20 in this game.
No, it's been a
I
while.
don't think anyone has ever rolled a 20 in this game.
I think
No.
we've had a 20 before.
We've had a 20. We've rolled several ones.
Not role playing Cypher.
I need somebody to roll back the tapes, please.
I'm not doing
Oh,
it.
RJ rolled a 20.
Oh, it
when
was RJ.
ghosted.
Yeah.
Fucking
It was
Anderson.
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 Loki.
It's typical RJ. Comes on for one session, takes all the nat 20s, leaves, causes chaos. So the android says, "Oh, right. One moment, please, while I confirm." It just stares at you for a few moments. I confirmed you on Mr. Kulo's calendar. If you could please step out of the vehicle, and the elevator is ahead on your right.
Finally, thank you. Gosh, it's so hard to get good android help these days.
He's very much into character. Thank you so much for your help.
We need to be in character?
They'll be going over that more extensively in the training.
Oh, okay.
Ahead on your right, please.
Is the android also Blaze Unicorn? God, I'm so glad Choke is not in
Maybe.
the car right now.
All right. You step out of the car, see the same effect as the android just holds up a hand and the car autopilots itself down into the parking structure. You step into the pure white elevator and begin to ascend. Choke, you're led into an office. Very large, probably larger than even the loft in its entirety, with including all of the rooms. Just this massive space. Almost no furniture except for a glass desk near the center, and a which has nothing on it, and a against the other wall, it's translucent and pure glass, where you can see out over this sprawling majestic vista that the Lunatech offices are based off of. You're pretty high up in the building as far as you can tell, based on what you're looking out on. And Chuck and the war droid move in to the room. War droid behind you, Chuck ahead of you. He moves around the desk, and as he does, it sort of begins to light up, sort of reading his biometrics, and you see a panel of the floor kind of disassemble itself like nanites and forming a chair, which he sits down in. And he waves his hand across the pure glass table or desk, and display screens project up in front of him. Sort of just takes a casual seat and begins to look over some of the readouts there and says, "How can I help you?"
I took you for more of a simple man. This is nice.
Well, we have certain office decor that we're required to have.
Not a fan then. That's too bad. So what floor are you
Why
on?
are you? A high one. Why are you here?
You have something of mine.
Do I now?
Yeah. You know, I never really took you for the reprogramming type. But here we are.
This something important to you?
I'd say so. Important enough to come all the way here. Important enough to sit down in your office and have a nice chat, but to not really give a shit about what happens to you if you stand in my way. I know Chance likes you, but I don't think he likes you that much.
Probably wasn't going to work out anyway.
It's fine. Looking at you, I don't really take you for the working out type.
That hurts.
Good. So, you want to make a deal? Or you want I should shoot you?
Why don't you sit?
Don't think I will.
I insist.
Fine. Like sit. Sort of leaning forward. Elbows on her knees.
Same thing as you approach the desk. The nanites form a chair for you to sit in on the other side of it, and you sit down. It's actually surprisingly comfortable. Has some give to it. I was really hoping we get to keep working together, given everything we've been able to accomplish.
Oh, I asked if you want to make a deal.
Months.
That's why I'm sitting in your office and it's not covered in blood. Yet.
All right. I've made my career on deals. So far, it doesn't seem like anything has happened yet that's not irreversible. What do you want here, Joke?
I want one person safely out of your building and off lunatic radar. And it's not me. You want us to keep working together? You know what I can do and what kind of resources I have at my disposal. What do you want, Chuck?
I didn't really take you as the sentimental type. Honestly, I wasn't really expecting this to amount to anything. But I've been doing this long enough. Used to being surprised. People do interesting things. So your girlfriend? I don't know the label. She hasn't really
She has a
said
name.
much. Swin. She goes. You stay and work for me.
Doing what?
More of the same. The WRM is very important to Lunatech security and our business. I want you to keep doing what you've been doing, just less effectively. Take some vacations.
You know that's going to be hard for me.
I'm sure. Again, you're very good at what you do. There are a few people back on Earth that have made that very apparent to me. I don't really like the mouse much. They want you back there. And honestly, that'd probably be the easiest solution to this. But I haven't really gotten where I am taking the easy road. So, maybe we divert some of your skills to more difficult tasks. We have certain acquisitions we're looking into planet side. I could use someone to help negotiate mergers.
I'm gonna assume that's a metaphor, because if it's not, you're barking up the wrong tree.
Corporate speak. You'll get used to it.
You know, I don't think I will.
You learn to live with it at least.
Alright. Here's the deal. I agree to stay and work for you. No complaints, up front, at least. You let me take Swin, walk her out of this building to a car that I'm 90% sure is probably waiting down in your garage. If not, they'll be here in about 10 minutes.
All right. Seems reasonable enough, though. I do want guarantees before we start making moves here.
Like what?
Well, if you're going to be joining us, don't say I don't trust you, but I don't really trust you.
Call you a fucking idiot if you did.
Reaches a hand to the side. The floor kind of like opens up like an aperture, and more like nanites forming like a small like stand. And sitting at the top of it is a like pneumatic injection device. Takes it, sets it on the table in front of him. First, slides it. I assume you've seen one of these before. You've been doing this long enough.
Sure.
Cortex implant.
Still using those.
Confirms they're effective. Latest model too. Very little side effects, at least when it comes to aggression, and completely, I guess you could say, immune. The science geeks might have a different word for it, to radio interference from unencrypted sources. So the only thing that's going to trigger it, Lunatech property. Also the only thing that can disable it.
Sure about
Hack
that.
proof. Absolutely. I'd put my life on it. That is to guarantee my safety and the company's. So, proposition number one. The second one here, I don't know, maybe a effort of loyalty, but you might consider it a signing bonus. Waves a hand over. The wall slides open, revealing a small doorway, and you hear another. So the war droid walks in. Its weapons trained on somebody walking in front of it. Looks pretty bruised and banged up. you see Yule. You've met. I've heard.
Briefly. Once.
We're terminating our contract with Yule here, given her inability to provide the results that we were looking for. So, reaches down, this time kind of to his side, unholsters a blaster. I'm sure you've got your own, but just in case. Sets on the table in front of him. I'd like you to conduct the exit interview.
So that's it then. That's the choice.
Those two. You put that to your temple, pull the trigger, and then do the same to her, just with a different gun. Job's yours. You can walk Swin out of here. You can even go get coffee with her if you want to. But you work here come Monday.
So you want me to do both?
Yeah.
Seems a
Yeah, I
bit
want
of
you to
an
do both.
unbalanced deal.
Like I said, this is more incentives. If you don't want to do this part of it, I think we still have a deal. The cortex implant, that's non-negotiable. This is more of a bonus offer. If you're as ruthless as you say you are, I wouldn't imagine you'd have any problem doing this, considering what she did to you.
I'll do it. But you let me take her back to her brother.
I don't have any really use for her body, so sure. Saves me the cleanup.
Okay. Like to do the brain bomb first.
Okay.
Chuck's gonna pick up the thing.
Gonna freeze frame here for a moment. Because the others were on the elevator. So I'd like to say that they are out in... Have you emerged onto this floor? A few minutes ago. And there are a few signs ahead of you. Displays. Administrative offices. Security. Reprogramming stations to the left. Where do you go?
Claire,
Where
can
do
you
we
get
think
in and
Chuck
find out
is?
where she is?
Where Swin is?
Which reprogramming station, I would assume?
Yeah. Can I hack the impossible?
Yes, I'm not gonna make you roll for this one. This is you kind of connect to the Lunatech guest Wi-Fi, and you get onto their network. Yeah, there are 4 reprogramming stations to the left. Essentially, it looks like 4 rooms on the map. One of them appears to be occupied or in lockdown.
Yeah, there's one with someone in it. We can go there, or I can go there first.
Can you, I don't know, turn it off?
Well, I don't want to alert any security, so I can. Can I unlock it, but make it look like it's still locked on the system?
Sure. Yes.
Okay. You're not going to make me roll for that.
No.
Okay.
That wouldn't be interesting.
Okay. So, yeah, Clarity does that.
Okay.
Well, do we know where Choke went? Because if Swin is in that room, clearly that's not where she went. Choke would just kick the door down. Like any door. Doesn't matter how thick that door. Choke would just kill the door.
I mean, who says Choke like is kicking down any doors here?
Well, if she just wanted Swin, she would just kill the door.
I mean, Choke's not like all brawn. Choke has like levels and layers,
Like an onion.
like an onion.
Sure, she does.
So, like, the
However,
door could be person shaped, and the kicking and punching down the door could be punching with words sometimes.
all I'm
I
saying,
don't want to interrupt this at all, but I'd like to try to do an intrusion if I can.
What's your intrusion?
Friendly NPC.
Oh.
An NPC that you do not know, or someone that you know but has not been particularly friendly to you in the past, appears and chooses to help you, although doesn't necessarily explain why. Maybe they will ask you for a favor in return afterwards, depending on how much trouble they go to for you.
Trying to decide if that description would maybe match Francis showing up, or if we want someone else new to.
he hasn't
Right.
been
Blaze
particularly
Unicorn
helpful.
Blaze Unicorn.
Blaze Unicorn shows up.
Himself!
Blaze Unicorn shows up.
Think the elevators that you just came through slide open once again, almost silently, but enough to draw your attention, and you look and you see stepping out from the elevator is Blaze Unicorn.
Johnny Pencil Fingers Jones.
I very much killed that man.
Oh yeah, you double tapped. You made sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's you.
Oh, hello, Francis.
I was expecting more gunfire.
Choke's in somewhere else.
Oh,
If she's not in with Swin, where would she be?
why would I know that?
Where else reasonably on this floor would she be?
If she's on this floor, then Chuck's office is just down the hall over there.
Oh.
She's about to do something even stupider than I thought.
Who's Sweden?
The lady over there in that reprogramming pod.
Oh, she's in one of the reprogramming stations. Yeah.
Didn't you know didn't we tell you who Swin was?
As if Francis is going to remember anything.
Why would I don't even know your names.
All right.
Well, why don't we split up even more?
This?
And we can have someone can check on Swin, make sure she's not completely brainwiped, and then the rest of us or a few of us can go check in Chuck's office,
Like to go to Chuck's office.
right? I think I will also go to Chuck's office. I
mean,
don't know
there's
Swin.
if there's ever a time to leverage your history, I think it might be now.
Not sure how effective that'll be, but we'll try.
All right, Francis,
Right.
my boy, you're with me.
Please lead the way.
Three-way party
All right.
split. Let's go.
All right. So, we're gonna do this. Get the Swin Impulse thing. I think we're gonna save that for next time. Chance and Clarity, the two of you catch about the tail end of the conversation that was going on with Choke and Chuck. God, there's so many C names in this group. Why did I do this? As Choke, what do you do?
Gonna switch it around a little bit. So I had another
Okay.
thing. I'm gonna take the blaster. It's a blaster pistol.
Yes.
Choke knows how to use those. Take the blaster pistol. Going to go over to Yule. Very aggressive looking. Just not hard for Choke. Lean down. And I want to whisper. So Chuck won't hear. Play dead. And because Choke is trained in healing and such other things, like field medicine, I want to shoot her. That's sort of like just off enough. Like sort of like between the ribs. Just a little below her heart.
You want to precision shoot her as to not kill her, but enough.
I want to shoot her, but I don't want to kill her.
Okay. This is going to be a very skillful shot.
Mm-hmm. So I want to get very close to her. Point blank, one might say. But it's a
Okay.
laser. Blasters are like laser shots.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
we at least established in a previous episode that it would probably cauterize the wound going through it, because I shot that guy in the head with a blaster one time and you said his head didn't explode.
Okay. Yes. I'm going to put this at difficulty 7.
Okay. Trained in gun.
Mm-hmm.
So 6. Trained in medicine.
You only get training from one thing.
Ah, okay. That's fine. Well, I'll use gun.
Yeah, I'd say either
I'm more
your
just
gun or
using
your
that as
medic-
flavor than anything.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Might help
Uh,
for keeping her from dying.
yeah, I was thinking about that. So that's a 6. How much do I want to bank on keeping her alive?
How much are you invested in not murdering her by accident?
That's the rub. I will spend some points. This is speed, right? With a gun?
Mm-hmm.
I am more inclined to spend points.
Okay.
Because I need the other pool. So I can do one for free.
Mm-hmm.
I've already lost track of what number I was trying to do.
You're at a 7.
A 7. Okay, so 5. I can do 4, 3, 2. I'll get it down to a 2.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
$12.
Okay. This is where we're ending the session here then. As Chance and Clarity, the two of you reach an open doorway on this hall and sort of peer through at an angle enough to stay out of sight of Chuck. You watch as Choke stands up from a desk, walks over and grabs a blaster, turns towards the corner of the room where you see Yule kneeling behind a massive war droid. Watches Shok strides over quickly, stops for a moment, and then draws the pistol, aims down, and fires. And that's where we are going to end our session for tonight. And we will be back in 2 weeks to see how this all turns out for what I think might be our finale of Neon Souls. Because I can't imagine how this could get drawn out for 2 more sessions, but we'll see. With the 2-hour episodes, I'm less inclined to make a whole big deal, but we might say finale part 1 at least. Potentially part 1 next week.
2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now, right? So yeah, good game, everyone. Boy, arcs. Did anyone make any progress on their personal arcs?
No.
Oh,
No pet training. No romance.
No. I think I did. Hold on.
Maybe.
Well, because my last one was rescue. You go to where
That's
they are
right.
being held.
Oh, right.
One might also say the climax. You go in and get them.
You're talking about the rescuing Swen?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this would be progress towards that. Yeah, definitely. I forgot you picked that up. All right. Nobody else had any. That's going to be it for tonight. How's everybody doing?
stressed out.
I feel great,
good.
personally.
It's going to be great. Y'all are
Got
going to
very
do
dark
great.
tonight.
Oh, that's not the song I wanted to... Yeah, there we go. That's the one I wanted. All right. Well, like I said, we'll be back in 2 weeks to begin wrapping things up, potentially wrap things up. We'll see how it goes. Join us in the meantime. Like I was talking about at the beginning of the stream, we have another stream tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern Time. We'll be having our Saturday night's Mistborn game. We're playing the Mistborn RPG. Come and join us for that. And then we'll have our Vesen game on Sunday, where Savannah is running our show Thursday's Children. We're going to be doing some more paranormal investigating, trying to save one of our friends from fairies. And then Tuesdays, we'll be back for more Tabletop Tuesdays. Join us in the meantime on our Discord. Follow us on Twitter to get any ideas of when we're going to be going live and doing more like video game streams and stuff. Savannah did a Nancy Drew stream earlier today, which was a lot of fun.
We solved it.
One. You did it.
Yay!
And we
so
didn't cheat even once.
I trust you on that because we'd have to ban you from the channel.
I didn't look
if
up
you did.
any answers to any slide puzzles.
Fucking slide puzzles.
Slide puzzles. But yeah, so join us for other video game streams and such throughout the week. That's all I've got. Does anyone have anything else that they'd like to plug or promote before we get going? No. Okay. Well, thank you to my lovely players for being as amazing as always. And thank you to everyone out there in the chat for joining us and hanging out and participating. We will see everyone in 2 weeks for our next session. And until next time, good game and good night, Internet.